Recording locally. Deploying Twitch. Twitch servers coming online. Determining stream location. Twitch. Okay, thank you, Twitch. I was like, oh, we're just gonna send you to servers in Mexico. It's like, no, Twitch. I would rather not be pinged off the servers in Mexico. And then it's like, oh no, Dallas instead. I was like, oh, that's slightly better.
We shall send them to Mexico. No, please don't.
We will send you to the Finnish servers. But why? But why? I'm not even using a VPN. Why?
To the cold, cold shores of Finland.
I don't want fermented fish right now. Although a sauna does sound lovely.
Okay. Hello, viewers.
Oh, viewers! Hi!
Hello, people of the internet.
We
So
are
glad
the
of
people
you
of the
for
internet.
doing this. You're among
There are
the
no
company.
people on the internet. There are only cats.
And,
You have me there. Actually, Yeen are technically cats.
Uh-huh.
They are the giggle kitties.
Oh, that sounds adorable.
like foxes, they are cat dogs. So the first one showed up, and then one fine day with a wolf and a purr, a baby was born, and it caused a little stir.
There we are. That wonderful moment where you accidentally zoom out way too far and the map becomes a tiny postage stamp. Tiny Kura down in the corner, like, come in here, help me!
Help me! Help me! Help them! Hurt me! Let's just get a nice, good zoom in on the space demon we have to deal with right now.
Yeah.
Hello, viewers. Would you like to see a whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 9? A 5 by 9 of everything that's going on now, just forever? The answer is no. No, you don't. And if you say yes, you're lying to me. I don't believe you. I wish to go here, to the access tunnels, so I can escape the space demon.
Good luck with that.
I found the trash compacting room. We'll lure it in there and turn it on and trap it while it trash compacts. We will be saved forever.
Surely.
Unless
Has that ever worked?
It almost worked, but it would have worked except for the meddling droid.
Yeah.
Do me a quick favor, move to the trash compactor room again.
Trash compactor room. Ooh. Trashy.
Crush him. Do it.
No, I didn't mean your icon. I meant your view. Sorry.
Oh.
My mistake. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. I saw what I wanted to see.
Oops. You fogged it again?
Yeah. Just trying stuff. Okay. Anyway, who would like to recap? Don't all start at once, please.
Tag team. So, we went down into the Ookie Spookies because pilots were disappearing and we wanted to leave.
And,
there may or may not be rumors that God decided that they really wanted to use this map, and that's why we have to deal with this problem.
Perhaps. And while we were poking around, we
found an arm.
We found a severed arm following a long series of bad smells in some impromptu personal quarters. And
because we are professional adults, we didn't poke it with a stick.
Yes. We did not. Instead,
But
we
you
took
did
it as
put it
evidence.
in a bag.
We did put it in a bag.
Which is taking it as evidence. And moving on, we heard a bunch of metallic scraping noises and other such creepiness stalking us about in the darkness, and stumbled across a room where at least someone or something was using body parts to synthesize vitae.
That's what this thing is. It's definitely not a Stargate.
It's very
And,
mad we took its arm.
Yeah, and Kura decided that it would be a really good idea to turn it off. And following that, we were attacked by by a Vitae demon, aka a nigh unkillable monstrosity of hatred and rage,
This thing.
powered by perverse science.
Also, I think the first thing we've come across that I've called a demon that's actually a demon.
Yeah,
I think it
for
looks adorable.
once your terminology was correct.
Hey, have you seen the little Singe demons? They're bright pink and adorable.
Yeah,
Also the wrong
you're not
setting.
wrong. You're not wrong, but I believe that is an accurate recap. Oh, almighty guide!
Yeah, pretty much.
Yay!
Surprisingly little happened last game.
Lots of stalking and creeping and creaking and
And dealing with the newish time slot.
yeah,
That too.
and distressed hyena noises as Kura realizes what exactly he's up against.
So, I believe we had just finished the first round of combat last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, let me pause this. I'm gonna refresh my Roll20 real quick because it was behaving oddly.
That's what happens when you test stuff. It goes. Bleh.
You're not wrong.
That's also what happens if you put a semicolon in the wrong spot.
And
There's two semicolons.
I don't remember where in the combat we left off. Hopefully a new round.
yes,
Yeah, it was a new round. So
Round.
initiative should be current. It should be Camelia's turn.
indeed it is. Well, I mean, remember, you can switch your turns around if you want to.
Yes.
That is always an option. But just to say, it is your turn.
Okay. The 10th. Okay, I still have everything set up. God. I suppose I would like to poke him with a ray blade. And
Go ahead then.
that means I am also going to get poked.
I like the mental image of, you know, the slavering, horrific, sustained only by, you know, science that should not be monstrosity landing in front of the snow leopard, you know, roaring, spit flying. She just pulls out her sword and just goes boop and gently taps it on the nose.
See, that's what that first hit was. It was like 3 damage.
You're not wrong.
Oh God!
Ooh, that is not happy.
Nope.
That
Nope.
is not happy at all.
That,
There you go.
Every roll's the one.
See, that. Yeah.
What did I say its evade was? I think was it 7 or 6?
That's right. It's 6 or 7. I think it was 6.
Let's go with 6. It's okay.
God, I just feel
Yeah,
like
I think it was a 6 because I remember rolling very, very, very poorly on my firearms attack roll and being very surprised that I connected.
Oh yeah, the 176, and you still got 1 in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had to re-roll. I chose to re-roll twice, and yeah. Oh.
Is the 8 enough to hit you?
Yes it is. One d8 each.
Yep.
I'll take that.
Ooh. How much is that?
That shall be 15 incoming.
I'm gonna take an injury for that.
Nice.
What was it? It can only take 3 of those?
I think it can keep going till
More
10.
than that.
Yeah. I will tell you in a moment. I take charge. There. Yeah, 10 injuries.
10 injuries. And it's at 2 or 3?
2. What was I there? Need the injury table. There it is. D10, 9. 9.
D10?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. There. Death. You cut into its head and did horrible things to its ears.
Ooh.
What's left of him?
To be fair, judging by the portrait, he only had the one, so.
Probably.
Go for the optics. Blind it.
And it was like anything below a 5 doesn't it? Ugh.
Okay, well, it is hitting back. D8. 3. That is a measly 7 damage.
I say measly, but I see my armor just going dink, 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 dink.
Does it have... What is the proof for it?
Cut and shotguns.
Oh. What's the rule on proofs? Because I'm pretty sure whatever that thing does would be cut.
Yeah, it would.
Oh.
It's a good reminder because I do keep forgetting
it
about
might
that.
not. It actually might not. One sec, I need to check the Marsco hard case.
Yeah, the proof and chink system is a little hard to remember. It's a neat idea.
Hey, I remember it exists.
Yeah. A chink is you take 5 additional damage, and a proof is you take 5 damage less.
Down to 0.
Yeah.
It can't hit you with wellness, sadly.
And the with chinks, the bonus damage only applies to the armor, rather than it doesn't roll over into health.
Yeah.
I don't see.
You're using the O and R, right?
In this case, I'm using the hard case that is sealed.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I don't see a chink or a proof for it.
Then it probably just doesn't have any.
If I remember right, that is actually one of the benefits of the hard case, is that it doesn't really have any weaknesses at the expense of having no specific specialties.
very, very possible. I mean, that's something I might take. You know.
Okay, then yeah, thankfully
Okay.
in this case it does not matter.
And we did it right! Yay!
And I remembered a mechanic.
Accidental correct handling of rules.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe you have another action.
Yes, I do. I'll take another poke at it.
Go ahead.
Oh my god, Gabe!
Ooh. Do you have any
I have one more readiness.
any readiness left?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. 666. It's fine.
1666 or 6616?
Okay. Is the 7 enough to hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the one cancels one of the 7s, so you still get one. Oh no! Wait! You're using a ray blade. You don't block.
Yup.
So you get a D10. I get a D8.
15.
15.
I mean, that'd be a pretty cool parry. Just split off with your hands.
No, taking the 15. And you get... Oh, awesome.
Nothing. It's nothing.
If
Broke his
only.
hand.
It punched itself in the face. It hurt itself in its confusion.
Fortunately, that is not an option.
Oh.
There. Okay, it would have at least that, so that's another 7.
Okay. And now my turn is over.
Guy!
Yo,
It is your turn.
well, y'all are making a fine mess of it, ain't ya?
Hey, we're not doing too bad.
Okay. Camellia has duck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That means I won't shoot you unless I really do something stupid. So
Really botch it.
let's do this and see how it goes. Wah! How do?
That is 2 successes.
Yay! A 1d10. Okay. And
You
8.
guys are rolling great for damage.
That is a 14.
Nope, taking an injury.
I mean, you say we're rolling great for damage now, Tygon, but just wait until it's Kuro's turn. I'm sure he'll break that streak.
So far, we've had a very
Just
consistent
wait
eight
until I
going
can
on.
figure out a way to modify this thing so it can take shotgun shells.
Ooh. Okay, this is interesting. So you hit it like it's a great shot. You hit it in the head, and its head like snaps backwards. For a moment, it looks like it's about to topple over, but then the head snaps like back forward, and you see that you've taken out the single eye that thing had left.
I've blended it!
However, it still rather looks like you made it more angry than it already was.
Milo, I have gone for the optics. I have succeeded.
Haha!
I'm gonna take another shot.
Go ahead. Oi!
Boom! Headshot!
Nice. Another 2 successes.
This is why I can't be
Very
trusted with
nice.
the soundboard.
No, I didn't mean to do that. Excuse me. Ignore that roll. Ignore it. That wasn't meant to be there. There we go.
Okay.
I don't know about anyone else, but I saw a roll of 16 for damage.
That's a 10.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that this pistol is suppressed, so it's this quite choop kind of noise. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Help! I'm being suppressed.
And I'm not going to move. My reaction is going to be a movement. So if it makes a go towards Milo, or Kura, I will move into it to prevent it. In other words, I'm gonna block its path.
Considering that you just took out its last eye, it'll probably stumble over you.
No,
Do that one prank where you dive in front of somebody's legs as they're going through the door and they trip.
Except he has an axe for one leg, and I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, no. What I mean is, if it makes a move to go somewhere, like if it tries to move past Milo and Camellia, I'm going to move here and pinch off the gap so it can't. Because I take up enough space that it can't walk past us.
Mhm.
We'll hold it in.
Speaking of which, it's the Vita Demon's turn.
Hold it in like an evil poop.
And it is screeching loudly and now pretty much just starts flailing.
It has a flail now too? Damn!
So, how are we gonna handle that? Oh, I know. Wait, let me check something real quick.
Does it have readiness?
No, Vitae demons aren't allowed readiness. You can say they're not prepared.
Except he was stalking us the entire time.
And yet it still wasn't prepared.
Okay, yeah. So no, I'm because I don't know if there are any rules for like blind fighting. The injury table specifies effects after combat, because you know that's normally meant for you're being revived then after going down.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say it has double complicate on its attacks now.
We will have to
So-
talk about this later.
So this definitely did not hit. But let's try it again.
No, that wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Do I get to react to that or no?
I'm sorry. Of course, you do get to react. However, I'm gonna say your counter attacks are complicated as well, because the thing is, you know, just
Flailing.
yeah, it's even more wildly than before. So yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Well, that's 2 successes.
And that be a... seven.
Okay. Yeah, its second attack doesn't hit you either. So, oh wow. Okay. Well, was it saying wow? It's just one.
Okay. And that will be a 9.
9. Okay, nope, taking an injury for that. Oh.
Oh.
What is that?
Pain.
Oh. So yeah, you wait. You wait for your chance, and you like dash in with your ray blade, and basically slice off the thing's muzzle.
Ouch.
Including that long, disturbing tongue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which I would like, which I would like to note, continues to twitch and lash out as it falls to the ground.
Oh no, it doesn't get its own attack.
No.
Yeah,
Just-
yes, but its only attack is to go.
Think of it as a magic harp. It only knows splash.
Oh,
It only knows lick.
No, because I don't want lick. I don't want confusion.
Milo.
Oh, I just wanted to remind you that that this thing is Vitae powered. Even if you cut parts of it off, the cut parts keep going.
this is true.
So that eye is still working. Somewhere.
No, a bullet went through that eye. There's a limit to what Vitae can do. Kura, it's your turn.
All right. Shrieking in utter horror and terror at what he's seeing, Kura is going to attempt to fire a shot into the horrible, ruined crater that is this creature's face. And he's going to miss.
Go ahead.
terribly. And so he's going to try again.
Yeah,
Oh!
There we go.
that is a hit.
That is much better. That's 1d8.
Yes.
Okay. That is not terrible. With his handgun, that is 8 damage.
Okay, let's see what that is.
I think it can ignore any injury below 5.
I wanted to be descriptive. Oh, that's a pretty solid hit. You hit it right on the body, and you tear a good chunk out of it. But it doesn't look like you actually did anything that's gonna slow it down significantly.
More distressed hyena noises.
My bad, sorry.
Milo.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You know what you should do? You should go in close and hit it with chair. Do it.
Let's not.
How about not?
He's not that sober yet. What's my movement again? 4. I will move 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna move here. What's that for not chair? Okay, I am not chair pulled up. I want to shoot it in the big Vitank. The Vitank.
Okay.
Highest mind dice?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
Fuck! I have readiness.
Better spend it.
Good one. That one got a friend.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Ooh, no. I use one readiness, not two. There we go.
Yeah. So, D10 for damage.
5. From not chair, that is 5. That is 6 damage.
Okay, I can actually afford to take that. Okay. Yep, you hit something.
Well, I'm going to
Well, again, that doesn't seem to slow it down.
do it again. Do it again. Fuck! I didn't mean that part.
Wait, you moved. You moved and shot, that's your 2 actions.
Oh yeah, never mind. Carry on. It was a bad roll anyway.
Yeah, you got it out of your system while you could.
Camellia.
Oh. Oh, I get to poke it with my shiv again? My light shiv?
If you want to.
Sure.
If you so desire.
I do.
Okay. It is flailing in return.
It is hitting in return.
Yeah, but you are hitting as well. So that's D10 for everybody.
Oh. I don't have readiness, so... Okay.
Well,
I mean,
Battle of the
company-
Botches.
7 damage is what you get.
I believe I am doing 3.
Only?
Yup.
Do you have anything in CQC?
Oh yeah, ones get upgraded to a 2, which turns it into a 6. So I'm taking 7.
Okay, and I'm taking an injury.
Oh, he does not have much health.
One, two, three. You once again slash it across the face. The term that Kore used earlier, the ruined crater, is becoming more and more correct. There's not much left there. All the noises it's making are like more like ragged, wet.
I'm trying to make it stop.
It's not stopping yet.
Attacking it more out of disgust and horror.
Oh wow, that is 3 thingy, 3 hits.
3 thingy, yes.
Sit down, you monstrous thing. You have
And
no
that's
face. You
probably
have
just 1 for me.
You have no tongue. Just sit down.
Oh!
No
Wow!
leggies. No
Holy
leggies.
crap.
Okay, how much is it?
That is going to be 43.
And stun, I imagine.
I don't know if the Ray Blade has stun.
I'm just looking at it. It does.
Yes, it does.
Okay. You know what? That was very solid. That's gonna be rewarded. So once again you jump in and like slash out with a ray blade, ducking the flailing claws and weaponized limbs of the thing. And you slash at its body, and as you do, you seem to hit some sort of weak point in its, well, let's say, construction, because its entire middle section like bursts open.
Ooh.
And there's this huge gush of what you presume is vitae. It kind of shoots out.
You put that stuff back where it came from, sir.
You also see that there's not much going on in there as far as organs go.
I am drenched in that stuff, aren't I?
So even as you do, the thing starts to shudder, because it's just not stable anymore. No, it's still moving, it's still going, but it's just become unstable, physically speaking, and it lunges towards you. Give me a quick dodge roll, please.
Okay.
Dark Souls it. Dark Souls it.
That does not succeed.
In that case, hey, where is it? There. It does... No, wait, there's 6. 13 damage to you.
Okay then.
As it crashes down on top of you. And it's still moving and trying to trying to attack you, but it's just not working anymore. It's really just flailing around, and I mean, there's still a danger that you might get hit by an errant blade or something, but it can't like make any actual, even halfway targeted attacks. This is like, if it tries to swing its arm, but rather than really swinging its arm, it's just moving like the half of its body the arm is attached to.
So it's pretty much
Still
just
gonna scream out at them, "Get the tank!" While I'm pinned down by this thing.
Working on it.
Man, my
Kura's like, yeah, that sounds good. A giant Narsko tank would be really handy right about now.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
Is Shed Chatter Step, or is that just something I can do?
Well, you can't do it. You are buried under the thing now.
Okay, can remove in Chatter Step. Yeah.
But now it is Guy's turn.
Kill it.
Oh yeah, what are the assist rules on melee? I mean, I'm sort of pinned, but I'm curious still.
Oh no. We're about to get some gun fu going on.
No, that's not happening. We're not doing that one.
Please, readiness.
Oh.
I don't want to get shot in the head. Not again.
It's like, don't worry, Camellia, I've got you. Bang, 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 bang. It's
Out of Missouri.
Yeah, okay.
Huh?
Let me roll that real quick.
Okay.
There! Much better.
Okay. Don't need to roll damage for that. You manage to hit the tank and it shatters, spilling more vitae all over the place and all over Camellia. Probably a good bit over yourself as well.
I can wash it out. Okay. Well, my reaction will be try to pull it off if it tries to move or anything. You get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done now.
Okay. I mean the thing is not effectively attacking anything anymore. Like I said, it's still flailing around, but that really serves just to pull itself apart even more.
Alright.
So whoever would like to free Camellia can do that with a regular test, and otherwise this combat is finished.
I can't.
I will do that because even if it does happen to smack me, at least I've got the cut proof.
Yeah, actually, I can only move to here. 1, 2, 3, and that's my 2 actions, so.
Mm-hmm.
I clearly need to spend more on movement.
You're a ranged fighter, you don't need to.
I'm not even a fighter.
Just give me a body exert athletics check.
Oop, I want roll, not toll.
You can just type R.
You can?
Yeah, /R and the space 1D whatever.
Body exert athletics.
Yes, please.
Oh wait, no, I do not have a boon in that. Fuck! Wait, I have a readiness!
We've been spending a lot of that this go around.
I've spent 2 out of 2.
You only have 2 readiness?
Yeah.
I have 6.
Okay, that is close enough. Yeah, you managed to wrench the thing aside, and I imagine Guy is probably lending a hand as well. You managed to get Camellia and the Vitae demon apart.
We are leaving. No talking, only leaving.
Guy doesn't leave immediately.
Make sure this thing stays down and the machine is actually off.
Yeah, I forget. Did I actually succeed?
I don't
in
think you
saving the
succeeded.
machine? Yeah, I was too busy slipping and sliding on all the blood, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Go turn it off.
I know it's probably not the best idea, but since my armor is totally ruined and definitely not airtight anymore, I'm going to slip it off.
I'm going to have Guy take it apart. It's falling apart as is. He's going to finish the job.
Okay.
Fair enough. And Kuro will go over. I'm going to see if I can't see if some sort of power supply or something for the machine, and then I'm going to shoot the power supply full of more holes than quantum theory.
Oh my god.
Give me a body perceive engineering check.
Okay.
Is this the opposite of giving it a swift kick?
Yes, I'm giving it a swift bang, 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 bang.
You managed to determine that this thing is connected to a power supply that's somewhere else. There must be some sort of generator still running that this thing is hooked up to. So there's no like local power supply that you can shoot.
Okay. In that case, can I use my... I know it might take a while, but if we want this thing to not be here anymore, can I use Salvage Specialist to just take the damn thing apart? And then roll engineering instead of rolling engineering to get more parts, roll engineering just to speed that up.
I mean, you could always let me at it. Because I have such a bad roll, I'll break it, and it'll be shut down either way.
Interesting idea. Before you do that, Kura, give me a mind exert engineering check, please.
Can you shut down this thing safely?
I mean, it would work.
You know what? You managed to turn it off.
Oh.
It's only to prevent Guy from causing it to explode.
Yeah.
Guy, do not touch the computer. Why is it on fire? I told you not to touch it! I wasn't!
Yeah, but you were looking at it.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you guys want to do here?
Leave.
I'm not going to leave. Guy needs to complete the investigation.
Yeah, pictures of whatnot, all the fun stuff.
His duty is not yet done. Those were vectors at one point, and he cannot convince himself to go until they're documented.
We are not armed for this.
I'll keep an eye on the big guy over here while you...
What do you intend to do then?
With a very heavy sigh, Kura is going to concede on the whole leaving thing. Can I go back to the machine and, like, investigate it?
I would like to hear from Guy first.
Yeah.
Guy wants to go down the hallways we previously did not go down, just to make sure there's not some wicked surprise still in here. Just because there was one Vitae demon doesn't mean there couldn't have been two. It's unlikely, but no matter how unlikely, we still need to eliminate the possibility. Because if we don't, it might be someone else's life on the line.
Rule of two.
Well, just safety precaution. Once you take down a tango, always do a sweep, right? And I'm gonna chalk it up to Guy's paranoia.
Is anybody going with Guy?
Yes.
Okay.
If he's wandering off, then I'm not gonna split the party.
Yeah, we'll move as a group.
Don't
Milo.
split the party.
We can radio in each other, and one of us probably...
Okay, Camellia. I have a combat move of 3. If we get attacked by a Vitae demon, Kura is not going to be able to, like, run to or from the problem.
Third person.
You can.
Then,
Kura can.
should we stick to pairs? One pair keep an eye on this guy, and the other...
Let's just stick as a group. Also, Milo is going to look very unhappy about the situation, but he's not gonna just peace out on his own. He's not that much of a dick.
Everybody, please give me a mind exert logic roll.
Okay. Mind exert logic. Oh, he's not good at that.
12 plus 3.
Nope.
Eight,
I'm in full paranoia, full swing.
Everyone except Milo is absolutely terrible at this. Oh wait, no, you did good too.
Yeah, Kuro is fine at this.
Okay, yeah, Milo and Kura. It occurs to you that everything considered, you very likely eliminated the threat. You found what is probably at least a good part of the victims. It would be it would definitely be an option to radio in, report the situation, and let let's say a more qualified team take over. Somebody who can do proper cleanup, try and identify what's left over of the victims,
And have much bigger gun if they come across another one.
and importantly, properly take out what remains of the Vitae demon. There are things to neutralize these things. There's equipment for that.
This is true. Kura is willing to continue doing the job now that, as he thinks, most of the danger is past, but at the same time, he is not IRPF, nor is he some progenitist, attack team that's designed to take down monsters.
But of course, it is how you proceed is up to you.
What say we do a once-over of the hallways that we missed, and then leave? But as we're doing that, we're going to radio in, holy shit, we found a Vitae demon, missing crew, presumed dead, found remains, unidentifiable.
We found a fucking demon.
Yeah.
Call in the IRPF with the biggest gun they have. Unless that involves Exterminatus, in which case, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
We don't want the whole planet blown
Hoorah.
up. Hoorah.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold up my goop, basically the remains of my armor that is currently covered in Vitae.
Oh.
You.
Hey. Kura stares at it, and it takes a while for it to click what exactly it is that you're holding up. He goes,
Oh.
Yeah, this isn't exactly airtight anymore, and I was better off not wearing it.
Yeah, let me fix that real quick.
I didn't have an opportunity to use this in combat, Tygon, but can I use modular design and quick repair real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Just for the purposes of making it airtight again.
So you regain 15 points of armor health. Basically Kura actually just pulls off a surplus plate of his own hard case and snaps it onto yours. And then patches the hole that he left real quick with his own tools. It just takes him a couple seconds.
Oh, just a couple seconds? Damn. No, fixing myself up.
No, it's literally I spend a support action to deal 15 damage to my own armor and apply that many hit points to somebody else's armor who is adjacent to me. And then I use quick repair, which is I spend 2 support actions to undo 1 amount of damage dealt to my own armor, which brings it back up to full.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, while this is happening, Milo's gonna take a drink of holy water. Because fuck.
Yeah.
As Milo does it, Guy does something he has never done before and holds out his own hand.
Oh. Shark Boy will share.
He takes one twig and then scrunches his face like he didn't enjoy it and then hands it back.
And back to its pocket it goes. Safe and sound.
Actually, that's the
I don't
second
know.
time now.
It is the second time now that I think about
Oh,
it.
he didn't remember first.
You're
He
right. You're
doesn't-
right. I did
doesn't-
do it once before.
I don't think he remembers the first, though.
Milo doesn't even remember the first.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
Guy
Carlo was there
wouldn't
for that.
remember it. That might be a running thing.
So clearly he should never drink, because clearly he dies after he drinks.
Immediately.
Oh shit, that
explodes.
did
Son of a
happen.
bitch.
Yeah. Also, I need to be right back 1 sec. Go ahead and proceed without me.
Okay.
Need a quick bathroom break.
Does the sweep around turn up anything? I guess we're doing this quick.
Does Milo remember?
Yeah, you do not have to move through everything.
Good news, Milo does
Everybody involved, give me a body perceive search check.
Take it. But yeah, you can hit /R and then do it instead of typing out roll all the time.
Mhm.
Son of a bitch. Why? Why?
Sorry.
Why?
He just took a drink, it's fine.
That's why.
That
Um,
makes sense.
Okay, you make a quick sweep around the rest of the immediate area. Nothing jumps at you.
Thankfully.
There's no odd noises in the background that seem to be following you. You do find the occasional stash of body parts. You get the impression that this thing had like little. Yeah, I already said little stashes of them in odd corners of the place. A bit strange, but then again, that thing clearly wasn't sane anymore. So it probably made sense to the Vitae demon.
And you said its clothing was basically non-existent? So there's no
Yep.
pockets or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Does he by any chance have a name tag?
Yeah.
No.
What's his name, Bob?
Oh, it's just Bob the Vitae demon. It's fine. He just wanted to hug.
It has a name tag that says, "Hi, my name is Horrible Monstrosity, here to tear you a limb from limb."
Hello, my name is Space Demon.
That sounds like the average employee.
Okay. Now you have radioed in the gory details of what you have encountered,
The
What-
gory details.
which Kale has laid dutifully. No, and eventually he'll basically radio back that they're sending in a team.
And back.
Welcome back. Now, do you want to wait there for the team, or do you want to return?
Should
I-
probably wait.
Actually, waiting does not seem like a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Kura will do so rather nervously after reloading his gun.
Okay. Thank you for the sound effects. Yeah, there are several, well, actually quite a few, very tense minutes, because they have to get a team ready and then send it over and stuff. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Yeah, that takes a while. So, you're waiting there for quite a bit. I'd say at least 10-15 minutes. But eventually, actually an IRPF team is showing up. You know, this place is big enough so that they are handling the security. What? What did I say?
I don't know. Just. Sorry. I was thinking IRPF, what is the chance that we have a bounty on our head by now, and that mouse girl has been up to no good?
So, they're arriving, like, and that they are ready. They're like heavy combat gear and doing this job. It's really proficiency, like you've seen in the Holovitz. It looks very impressive. And
because he grew up on base, so this is just
For the others, it's impressive.
Yes. Especially Kura, who has a faulty protocol, so all of this is mesmerizing to him.
And they're actually contacting you via radio, basically as soon as they are on the station. And like getting directions from you guys, and as they show up in this area, there's several of them are actually, like, I mean, they can't see their faces, they're wearing like full helmets and everything, but you see several of them like making a step backwards, and you can imagine the horrified expressions that they're probably having under their face masks. And one guy is stepping up. Who you are guessing is the guy in charge, the sergeant or whatever they would call that. And he goes, "Damn, you weren't joking." Okay, well, let's see. See if this thing works. And he's grabbing what on first sight you think it's some sort of like shock stick. He's inspecting his apparently piece of equipment he's not really familiar with, but apparently turning it on, he steps up to the still twitching and flailing Vita demon, and then he like pulls back and just whacks the thing hard with his thing he has. Upon which the upper body of the Vita demon is pretty much torn apart. Like it was a solid hit, but you know, not really that hard. But the effect is like as if that thing had been hit by active armor using a percussion hammer.
Kura takes an involuntary step back and just like kind of covers his face, like, oh.
Guy winces, but then he turns over to Kura. We should probably get you or Milo one of those.
Sorry, but I'm not. I'm not going to be getting close enough to one of those things to use it.
Cool. Looks
No,
like it's
I'm
me.
just saying, if they get close to you, you ought to have a way to discourage them. And that's one hell of a way to do it. Not that, I really think that's the smartest way. Just, let's face it. I don't ever want to see that again.
Seconded.
Milo will remember that. Sure, might get some upgrades.
Kura holds up a paw and says,
Speaking of things you'll never want to see again, Sergeant, you should see this. This is where we found the remains.
and he'll lead him back over here to where the Vitae larder is.
Crap. This is getting worse and worse by the minute. Alright, we'll ball us up. I'm not even sure where to start. Alright, is there anything else? Anything you found?
I
in this
hand him
place?
the bag with the arm in it.
Okay.
Found that in one of the beds. Didn't have any blood on the bed or anything. Well, not much anyway.
Okay.
That was before we found this.
Yeah, just thought you might as well have all the evidence.
Yeah, thank you. Alright, we'll see how much of this we can identify and clean up this place. We'll still have to call in progenitors and to take care of the rest of this mess. It's really more their purview. They're manufacturing this damn stuff.
Whose purview?
This whole Vitae mess. I have no idea why this thing would still be running. I mean, I didn't even know there was a Vitae production facility on the station. Anyway, unless there's anything else, you guys can go. We'll take care of the rest.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Well, we're going. And now our flight's not gonna be as delayed. So hey!
Either that or it's more delayed because I have to clean this shit up.
Well, it won't be delayed for unknown reasons. Now we know.
Yeah, now we just know there was an actual demon just lurking in the bowels of the
Space.
yes, wherever the hell we
And
are. I don't
Dead
even remember
Spaced
anymore. We did Dead Space it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who would like to give me a number?
Between what and what?
Between 1 and 100.
I just said it. I said 7.
Oh. Well, we didn't hear you.
I know you didn't. That's why I said it twice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what you meant.
Exact opposite of where I'm at.
Yep. Alright. You make your way, I was about to say back to the surface, but you shouldn't do that, there's a lot of space there.
Hey,
There's
you have
space in
sealed
there.
armor. It'll work out.
Back to the control room, where you pick up Kale. and then on a shuttle back to the quad proper.
Better be getting a goddamn bonus.
Yeah, I'm gonna be negotiating for a double risk bonus on this one. Thank you.
I need to patch myself.
Let me check something there.
Milo, can I talk to you about this for a minute?
I don't think I can stop you. What's up?
Okay. You know what I did before this. I've been pretty vocal about it. I'm starting to get comfortable doing this, and I don't like that. I'm not happy doing it. I don't like hurting people. But at the same time, things like this, stuff like that, it's fucked up. I don't want to do it. But if we hadn't, how many more people would have had to die? How many more broken families?
The quick and dirty is this. I'd be more concerned if you weren't upset about doing this.
Well, I mean, I'm glad we did it because that means some kind of closure, and you know, the story has some kind of end and a new beginning from it. I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm looking for more than just. I guess I'm looking for more of a reason to be alive than simply to survive. That was enough before, but now, I don't think so.
Out of character. I'm now curious. What is Guy's motivation?
Originally, it was survival, but after he died, he started looking for other ways. So it's changing to moralist. At least so far. We'll see.
Kura's a spiritualist, actually.
Fun thing? So's Milo.
But Kura, I'm assuming Kura is out of earshot of this conversation.
Not necessarily. Guy's gonna be pretty open. You what?
Just like the Vitae demon.
All over the floor.
Well, it's like he doesn't exactly have a whole heap, you know. He was a pizza guy who was kicked out of an orphanage. I mean, what secrets does he have?
Pizza.
Well, about that. May I ask what you did do before this? Sorry, I'm just sort of chiming in out of nowhere.
Suddenly, cat appears. Hi, what's up?
Poof, glowing neon.
Oh yeah, you didn't know. I delivered food. Usually to those who are a little bit more well off, or those who are in the community. We did a lot of service type stuff. I was just a delivery driver. One mix up later, and I found myself on a security type contract, all the way from Mars to Venus. And through one thing or another, here I am, regularly toting a gun, shooting crazy monsters in the face repeatedly until it stops moving.
Hey, Guy. When all this is said and done, you want the job? Because, I used to do a job that's not like this at all. I would bring scrap and salvage stuff and food and presents to, people all across the mean. It wasn't much, but seeing people smile and be happy at the end of the day was, well, kind of made it worth it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll need a crew, so hey, you want a job that doesn't involve killing people for a living? After this, we'll talk.
Yeah. Though, I think calling that thing a person at that point is being a little generous.
Yeah, it is. What can I say? I'm a bleeding heart.
Yeah.
That thing
Yeah, look-
was a person at some time, but don't beat yourself too much anymore.
Yeah. I lived too long in that little ghetto delivering hot food to the wealthy. And, sometimes the lucky. For way too long.
Well,
Anyway.
hey. Join my crew after this is all done, and we'll make a career out of delivering stuff to, well, everyone. Mostly the unlucky.
That might be nice. We'll see when we get there. If we get there.
Also, while Guy and Kuro are having this conversation, Milo's gonna lean over to Camila, and it's... Reason doesn't hear about this.
Reason does not hear about this. You know what? 10 points to Gryffindor right there. Or should that be Ravenclaw?
Oh shit, I have to do a roll. Okay, good. Good. I don't have to be scared for Shark Boy. And that she doesn't already somehow know.
Alright. Well
Mila's
then.
just gonna grin.
So we
Concern. She
have
is grinning after we just dealt with the Vitae demon. Concern.
Camellia, no.
Never a good idea.
Camellia, yes. So we've dealt with the Vitae demon. We've gotten stuff back on track. They're gonna clean it all up. Are
Yep.
we just gonna cool our heels until it's good time to go?
I don't know about you, but I could use a break. You know, a drink. Maybe something that doesn't involve guns for once.
At the mention of drink, Milo's gonna toss Kuro the holy water.
Alright. Kuro's gonna drink some of the holy water.
Guy noticeably winces as he does so.
Good stuff,
He's just
huh?
like, no, I can smell that from here. From you, it's weird, but from Milo, it's like it's kind of like that one guy you never knew when he showered, but he never really stank. There was just this mild odor always around him. That's kind of what Milo and old alcohols is. Just this constant, faint aroma of alcohol all the time.
I had a couple coworkers like that.
Okay. So, you are leaving?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, you make your way back, you collect the yacht. And then you are on a shuttle back to the quad.
I am glad that Julius was not involved in that. He is precious. Must protect.
Right, Julius. I called the character Kale earlier. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah. You are being briefly debriefed.
Hey, you leave my underpants out of this.
And then, basically free to do whatever you want. Also told you will be contacted about like follow-up and compensation once the investigation has come to a close, or to at least to a point where they can make a judgment call on whether you've done good work or not.
Right. When that time comes, I'm assuming I can make a start making community communication to negotiate for a small raise.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, so, Bob, you're once again basically free to roam the quad and do as you please. Now, about a day later, you actually do get a message, as to your group. From station security / IRPF. I mean, the same thing, really. Basically, thank you, job well done, blah blah blah. The usual whatever you say in that situation, and a brief summary of what they found so far. That they were able to identify most of the people who have gone missing over the past weeks or let's say month.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, this has gone on longer. That Vitae demon must have been, from what I can tell, it has been there for several years.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and it has gotten more active recently. The best guess is that it either became more unhinged or it needed more vitae to keep itself going. So it's been abducting more and more people. That's why the whole thing became that's why it became only now became a problem. It just wasn't noticed before.
Right, because it was like basically the number of people gone missing was essentially the same as, like regular disappearances or whatnot.
Yep.
Runaway.
And yeah, well, again, they're thanking you a lot, and was really well done. And just a second.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. They are offering you 100 credits each.
Works for me.
Kura is going to negotiate for a 25% raise across the board, just because hazard pay tends to cover things like explosive decompression, possible mechanical failures, loss of atmosphere, stuff like that. It generally doesn't cover vitae demons.
Well, we're not done yet. There is a little addendum from progenitors, who add their thanks for your role in stopping this gross and horrible misuse of their life-saving technology.
Yeah, sure.
And for that, as well as the retrieval of the vitae synthesizer and a good amount of vitae, actually, they are adding 150 credits for each of you.
Oh.
150 total for everyone?
250.
A total of 250 for everybody.
Cool. Sure. That's what I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, Kura kind of grimaces, but it will accept that deal.
All right. Okay. Well, you have two more pretty quiet days on the quad. Until you get pinged by your friendly TTI contact person. Well, basically get a message. The mind acuity is fully let's say repaired. And will leave in such and such hours. So you're getting a time, and not just the time of departure, also a very specific time when you are asked to board the ship.
Oh, okay.
I'm wondering if I should. During the downtime, can I get myself patched up? I imagine the armor will probably take a bit more time, but myself at least.
Over a couple of days, then Kura can
yeah.
fix the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And if you actually got hurt, then yes, of course.
Alright. Thank you.
Oh. Well, that's one success.
Okay.
Kura takes a little longer than normal fixing the armor just because he has to meticulously scrub the armor.
I was about to say, do I get any extra pay for all the VTech? That's just...
You already got that.
Yeah.
but the VTech on my armor.
I think it also is highly volatile, so I imagine the stuff on your armor is probably more of a residue at this point.
Speaking of working on stuff, Milo is going to try to modify his the helmet for his own armor.
Mm-hmm.
In the way we described, in which it, from the outside, he would be indistinguishable as a normal vector.
Okay.
So basically, just add material to it and darken the faceplate.
Mm-hmm.
You want to add the emote thing that you linked earlier, don't you?
I not right now. Right now, he just wants to get it. You know.
That would be an engineering role, I think.
Yeah. Mind?
Oh, that sounds more like something for body.
Body?
Yeah. Exert, obviously.
Ooh.
Okay, that works.
Ah. So now while Milo has his armor on, can't tell he's a Hemi.
Does he have a tail?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
cute.
Yes. He's got a big old honking tail.
He is surprised with how little he's knocked Guy out with it.
Well,
Giant shark paddle tail. Bam!
What?
I'm going to go on a limb and say that Guy got very used to avoiding it after spending time with Libby's tail feathers.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, Libby has trained him well.
Also, keep in mind you can actually, move almost the entire length of your tail. The problem with Libby's tail is that she can't she couldn't curl it up because it's feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you have your time when you're supposed to get on board. Any last-minute things you would like to do?
I'm gonna make the pun that Kale mentioned in the chat. At least you could say that the Vitae demon got its Vitae Mons.
Oh. Kurt grabs the play water flask from Milo and just starts chugging.
It was out of character.
In that case, he starts chugging out of character.
Julius probably said it. So it can be in character.
It's not your character.
Ooh, use transcendent powers to possess someone that's saying puns for you. That way they get punched. Anyway, we have a schedule, and I presume I fixed up the glowy snaps armor.
Yes.
Yay!
Thank you.
No problem.
All right. So if nobody has anything to do, then it is time to leave. You gather all your luggage and equipment and stuff, and find yourself in one of the hangars for the shuttle type things. It's actually not a public one. That's like a TTI owned hangar that the public has no access to. So everything very fancy. And you enter a shuttle. There's nothing special. Regular, regular, small transport thing, Moscow built, and taken to the Mind Acuity, which you actually do get a nice view on your way there. I obviously don't have any special pictures I can show you, but just gonna go with the with the image from the rulebook. There's a picture of a bioship in there. Very sleek, kind of like curved flowing form. No visible engines. And actually ends in something that does look like a fin. It is fairly large, not like that. Like what's it called? The Opal Star, that massive passenger cruiser that actually only Milo and Guy have been on. But it is a fairly big ship. It It looks very shiny, very new. And the shuttle takes you over to it, and you land in a somewhat smaller hangar, but one that pretty much instantly surprises you, because I assume none of you have actually been on a bioship before.
New.
On a living ship, because it actually looks disappointingly normal. It looks like a hangar. You are greeted by a What kind of vector haven't we used in a while?
A seal.
A lioness.
Well, I like the idea of a seal.
Split the difference at lioness and seal and call it a leopard seal.
Okay.
Sold.
A leopard seal in a TTI Navy uniform, but no, I have no idea what that actually looks like. But he approaches you as you leave the shuttle. It says, "Greetings, welcome to the Mind Security. My name is Dale Calderon, and I am, you could say, your liaison with the rest of the ship, so to speak. I am here to make sure that your stay on the Mind Security will be pleasant, and at the same time, and I'm sorry to say it so directly, but also that you do not get in the way of the crew. Has any of you been on a living ship before?"
No, sir.
No, I have a lot of spacefaring experience, but I haven't had the pleasure.
Okay, alright. Well then, as you can probably imagine, things are run a bit differently on a living ship. Now, in general, you do not need to worry about anything in particular. No, if you have been on a spaceship before, 99% of everything that will go on, or at least that you will come in contact with, the same as on any other ship. However, there are a few differences. The most important part is if this alarm sounds, and he demonstrates with a little projector thing.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, you must immediately lay down. Keep your eyes on the floor. That means someone or something is coming by you're not supposed to see. So, and I'm sure you understand the interest of security. I must ask you to follow these instructions. If you do not, you will be made to follow them.
Kura, his eyebrows rise, but
Yeah.
he's gonna nod, okay, this is new, but okay.
Mm-hmm. He obviously notices your confused or at least surprised expressions, and he says, imagine the following. you need to be taken through a high security research area. You know? And obviously, if there's something, some project needs to be taken past you, you could surely understand that the corporation running the center doesn't want you to see it, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah. Effectively, this entire ship is a high security area.
I just didn't know we'd be traveling on a active research ship.
Every living ship is an active research ship.
Fair enough. Anyway, you won't hear any arguments from me. The whole thing seems rather interesting, but, well, I'm going to trust your judgment on all this.
Well,
That is yes.
we're not getting paid to care about what you're doing. Everyone else here might have their reasons for coming along, but I'll be blunt. I have one reason, and one reason only for being here. I have a friend who needs me, and I'm gonna go and do my best to help them. So if you've got some crazy nonsense going on here, that's your nonsense. If this means, and if this is the way for me to avoid getting entangled in whatever you've got going on, so be it.
Fair enough. Well, in this case, let me take you to your quarters.
Thanks.
Out of curiosity, does the I just remembered that I have the adorable little light critter bioprobe. Is it behaving differently at all on the living ship?
No, at least not so far.
Oh, okay.
However, and somebody please remind me to tell them your Ott is looking distinctly more blurry than usual.
Oh.
Oh, joy of joys.
Well, that's
so
not going to be depressingly obvious the entire time.
Yeah, the seal is taking you from the hangar through the ship, and starts telling a bit about the ship itself. It's that it is actually a brand new ship. This is technically not its maiden voyage. It had a test run before, but this is its first official voyage.
Neat.
And a few very general things, you know. You get the feeling this is like a very sort of official statement. It's yay long, and that this this mass and can carry so many passengers. Blah blah blah. A few doubtlessly interesting details. However, nothing that really tells you anything truly interesting about the ship. You know, definitely nothing that might be considered like secret. Like what they're actually doing on the ship. You know, what sort of weapons it has or other abilities. Nothing like that.
Right.
Again, you notice that for the most part, everything looks fairly normal. You know, you see just your regular computer terminals, and there's no like obviously biological components. You know, there's no like no ichor dripping from the ceiling, and no pulsing organs anywhere. However, you do notice that the floor and walls and ceiling of the hallways seem to be, if not the same, very similar to the old work building you have been in. There is that. And and also you notice any door that's not like obviously a bulkhead, so a heavy door meant to be, you know, seal against vacuum, is sort of weird. Sorry. It doesn't obviously look like that. When they're closed, they look, you know, like normal sliding doors. But every time they open or close, you notice that they're kind of folding up. So you get the impression it's almost more like skin.
Weird.
But that is actually the most organic seeming thing that you do notice. After a not actually very long walk, you are brought to your quarters, which are fairly comfortable. You know, not luxurious, not the biggest quarters you've ever been in, but not cramped either. You know, don't have to sleep in bunk beds. There's regular beds available. And but everything you could ask for from a passenger cabin. Yes.
How many people to a room?
Let's say 2.
Okay.
I say the blurry Ott and the glowing cat share a room. That way with their powers combined, they can be a light show.
Please don't give him ideas.
Calderon is giving you quick instructions, like you have terminals. To give you access to SoulNet. Obviously, not to anything sensitive on the ship. And he also asks you not to try to access anything sensitive. Does it in a bit of a joking voice, but there's some seriousness behind that request.
Kura shrugs and says,
I'm an engineer, not a computer hacker, so you don't have to worry about me.
Oh, I am aware, but I am also aware there are some among your group who do enjoy, let's say, looking around in computer systems.
There are? Looks at everyone else suspiciously.
So I have been told.
Sigh. I'm rooming with Milo. He does not get an escape. I don't trust him.
With a laugh like that, I don't think you should. Alright, well, Kuro will pick a room, any room, and, settle in.
Yeah. You are, left to your own devices for a few hours. Because well, it's like, let's say, 3 more hours before the ship actually departs, and obviously there's a lot to prepare, a lot to get ready for. But if you have, the seal tells you, if there's any questions, any requests, anything, don't hesitate to contact me.
Alright, Kuro will nod and say,
Right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I don't really have anything to say, so I'm just gonna give a nod and a thumbs up.
Sounds like a good strategy.
Guy's probably gonna keep as much time away from whatever the hell they're doing on the ship. What he said is very accurate. He does not care what they're doing. He doesn't want to get involved. So, unless it's like to eat and or get some exercise, he's probably gonna spend most of his time in his cabin with whomever he's rooming with.
Okay. Well, after after about 3 hours, you get another visit from Dale, asking you if you would like to watch the departure from one of the ship's observation domes.
oh, definitely.
Sure.
Kuro will jump at that chance.
Dragging Milo with me.
Away I go.
Kuro will make a point of inviting Guy, but will not force him.
Guy will go because it'd be rude of him not to. And hey, he's never actually watched a ship take off, especially not a living one. He just wishes it was under better circumstances.
Okay. You are taken again through series of hallways, up an elevator. You get the impression, towards the upper parts of the ship, and eventually into what is actually a dome. But much to your surprise, there are no windows. It's you'd expect the glow out of glass, or not actual glass, but transparent material. But no, this one is complete, almost black. The kind of grayish, the dome above you. Excuse me. Everybody give me a body perceive roll, please.
Oh.
Those who have it may add science to that.
Oh.
Now that combat is done, Guy is grumpy and does not want to do with nothing.
Apparently, Kura is sitting there, with a derpy expression and is staring out Like, where is space? I was told that there would be space.
Okay. Milo, you do notice that this dark grayish surface above you seems to be covered with very, very fine hairs.
Creepy.
And as you enter the room, Dale says, "Yeah, please make yourself comfortable." There are like seats around, and he activates a small control panel, and as you wait, the dome above you starts to light up. Milo, since you noticed these hair-ish things, you briefly see that the tips of each of those starts to glow.
Glowy hairs. Glowy hairs.
And but it's very soon you can't make out individual hairs anymore because they actually start to form an image.
Oh.
And it takes a moment for the effect to really come into effect. I'm sorry, I'm missing the term here. Yeah, for the effect to really to work. But yeah, they eventually build an image of the outside, basically.
Oh.
You realize that it's at first it's the view, basically straight ahead from the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And it stays like that for a minute or so. Then Dale says, "You may find this interesting." And again, he fiddles with the controls a bit. And then the view begins to move around. Like it moves to the quad, to different parts of the quads, to other ships around. Seeming apparently pretty much at random. And after a moment, Dale begins to explain. This is what the ship is looking at. It's, where its attention is at any given moment.
Wait, where the ship is looking at?
Yes.
Cool.
That is really neat, actually.
The ship. The ship is not just one living organism. Countless organisms. But it does have a mind of its own, and it is looking at the things around itself. Everybody, give me another body perceive test, please.
Oh, hey, not sucky.
Oh, hey, 1 point more sucky than it was last time.
Nice. Okay. Everybody who had at least one success, you notice after a while that occasionally, whatever the ship is looking at almost seems to become transparent for just a second.
Huh.
As it is looking at one particular big ship, let's say a big pulse cruiser. You get the distinct impression for just a second. It's just a moment that you can actually see through the hull and see the inside of the ship.
Weird.
Lol, what?
Gonna look at Dale and see if he reacts to that at all. Probably not.
He smiles. He smiles politely. Is something wrong?
No. Sorry. Trick of the light or something, I guess.
All right.
Kura will kind of look at the effect and kind of make a mental note of it and nod. Say,
This vision system. What kind of capabilities does it have? If you're at liberty to say, at least.
I am afraid I am.
Huh. This is pretty cool. I used to own a freighter, but, well, it was nothing like this. Looked more like a flying silver brick with engines on it. Huh. Nothing this elegant.
I thank you for the compliment, of course, and I mean, there's nothing bad with functionality. As you probably know, the majority of the TTI fleet is Moscow ships, who are very well known for their ruggedness, but nobody has any illusions. They're not the prettiest ships.
Oh, heavens no. For a while you get to enjoy watching whatever the ship is watching.
mm-hmm.
But eventually, Dale announces that okay, the ceremonies are starting, and he again uses the controls and an image of the what you presume is the captain of the Mitre Curity appears. It is a somebody give me a species.
I did the last one. Does somebody else want the honors?
A skink.
Okay, sure. Why not? He's a lizard. Who's giving a speech, and it's at least those of you with a spacer background probably have heard something like this before. Oh, it's blah blah blah, great ship, pride of the fleet, blah blah blah, excellent crew. It's pretty much what is to be expected.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, the view actually changes. You see the ship. It's up. The image is obviously piped in from some external source.
Mm-hmm.
And It's like large, like really monstrously huge holograms of the TTI logo appear as the ship slowly starts to move. And you do notice that it actually is moving. The fin of the ship. There's a slight wavy motion going through it.
So it almost looks like it's swimming.
Indeed.
Curious.
And it slowly begins to glide. You're actually a little surprised because it's on the images it looks slowly.
Mm-hmm.
But at least gotta ask again, Kura and Camellia both have a spacer background, right?
Yes, and I believe I have mine at I believe I have mine at 3. It's either 2 or 3.
Okay. At least both of you can tell that the ship is actually moving surprisingly fast for a ship of this size. And what also surprises you that you did not actually feel anything when it started moving. Yeah, I mean, this is not like the big ship with their own artificial gravity are pretty good about hiding the effects of acceleration. But especially when the ship starts up, you usually notice at least something. But this is extremely smooth. If you hadn't seen the images, you wouldn't be able to tell that the ship started moving.
Okay.
That's actually a question. Like, out of character, have I just missed what section the description for how artificial gravity works? As far as the HSD lore, because I remember reading that only like destroyers or higher get access to artificial gravity, but I don't remember like what system they use for it.
No, I don't think there ever was a description of how it works. Personally, I am very happy saying science stuff, and leave it at that.
My favorite kind of stuff. Science stuff.
Or science.
And well, the ship is moving. Soon the observation dome changes back to the view of the ship itself. The point of view, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And there's once again you notice that as it's looking at the station, the quad, and even more you notice even more distinctly that like the hull of the station where the ship is looking, not the entire station, just where its attention is apparently is, kind of seems to turn transparent for a second.
Curious.
Well, now that we're actually in space and what all, I think a guy is gonna go hide. He's already used to things larger than himself accosting him. I don't know how he would take a ship bothering him.
That is fair. Well, yeah. Eventually, Dale is gonna take you back to your quarters, and He's given you basically a list, like a very basic plan of the ship's layout, and like basically, okay, this and this, there you can move freely here. These and these parts, no, stay away from this. Basically a rough description of where you're allowed to go and where not.
Okay.
So you don't have to stay in your quarters all the time.
I'm assuming there is a mess hall that provides coffee.
Yes.
Or it goes straight there.
There are food printers in your cabins. They are pretty basic ones, though. So there are better meals available in what the?
What? What? I did nothing.
I saw that.
I did nothing.
Where did he go?
Obviously onto the living ship, the Mind Acuity. Haven't you been paying attention?
I was gonna keep an eye on him, and I failed.
Okay. Yeah. There are some. What do you call that? It's not like a passenger ship. There isn't that much to do here, but there are some areas for leisure activities. Like there's a gymnasium, probably some sort of theater place, or whatever they usually have on these ships. Gotta give the crew some diversion, and those diversions are available to you as well.
Because if they don't, the diversion becomes, oh hey, what's this do?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's probably not something. Well, not an attitude you should have on a TTI ship in general, especially not on a living ship.
Yeah, because if you try and poke something that should not go poked, the ship will
might
poke you back.
The ship goes, oh no, my squanch.
And then next thing we know, a giant bony maw opens in the wall, and there goes the shark.
Om nom nom by the ship.
Yeah.
Nom nom sushi.
Alright. Well, I think this is where we shall call it for today.
This seems like a good plan.
It feels like a good stopping point for now.
Yes.
Right, housekeeping. Everybody take 12 XP.
Woohoo!
And you already got your money for today. Not getting any more.
Aww.
You greedy
Oh well.
That's a greedy hyena.
I'm a merchant.
Come on, Ned. What did you expect?
Well, to be fair, the species is known to be scavengers in general, so it's not a surprise that they would always want a little bit more.
That is speciesist, and I am offended. Just because I've been a scavenger most of my life does not mean that all hyenas are scavengers.
No, but you particularly are way to live up to your stereotypes, kiddo.
Get at it.
You sad puppy dog eyes and pouty hyena lip.
Aww. Made the yin sad.
Look at what you
Yes! My day is complete. I have ruined the day of another. Energy vampire!
I have XPs. Oh, hey, I have
Did that
XPs. That's even.
Bye-bye, friend.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Oh, right. I should shut down the stream. Bye.
Bye,
Later,
viewers.